Yeah.
Okay, not yet, but I will tell you. First of all, for last session, I'd like everyone to make a roll to improve check on their desired skill, as we're going to do this session by session. I should also make sure to DM friend this.
I don't remember if it was this session where I didn't fail anything or a different thing.
I cannot
Let's
hear
find
a
out.
word you're saying, buddy.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I said I don't know if it was this session where I didn't fail anything or something else. I think I rolled like failed investigation or something. Sorry, my voice is a little fucked.
No, it feels like like you're standing like arms stretched out from the microphone.
That's weird. Because it's right by my face. I tried
And once,
connecting it and connecting it again.
maybe stand a bit away from it.
How's that? That doing anything?
You check your Discord. It is the correct microphone.
Oh man, I just realized
What?
I didn't mark my skills like I was supposed to. How foolish of me. I have to remember which ones I failed.
Make sure.
I'm not sure if that did anything.
Hmm.
Not really.
Is that doing anything?
That works. At least on
Okay,
my
I
end.
put the input sensitivity up real fucking high. Or real low. I don't know why it decided to be like that, but that's just kind of how things have been today. So I'm not surprised.
Okay, and since Skomine did it last session, if anybody would like to, roll me a 1d8 for your narrative points.
I can do it.
I can feel a roof check.
Okay, well it fell on the floor.
Floor dice.
Floor
Our
dice.
second roll.
6.
Lovely. Thank you, I assume, Gomine.
I'm the only one else on this combat sheet.
Yes, if you could get the combat sheet up, that will be important for today's session.
Oh, I did fail something. Okay.
Get my fine teaching until there it is.
What the hell? Tired. What are you doing?
Question? What am I doing?
Yeah, you inputted everything wrong for the Sullivans and
I input the widget of that's the reporting name, by the Federals.
no, like you inputted the stats incorrectly. It can't read what 4B means.
I don't approve. It's fine. Already at like 4.
All right. In that case, did everyone do their roll to improve checks?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Okay,
have more
love.
fight now.
If you want to start the recording, then we can properly begin the session.
It's been recording
It's been recording for how long?
No.
for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Well, you said, hey,
Cold
Goldmine,
open?
have you started the recording? I was like, oh, I'll start it right now. And apparently, hey, you don't pay very close attention to the things I say.
I did not hear. Anyhow, I'm going to start my own recording by now. In 3. This isn't going to make sense in the actual recording. In 3, 2, 1.
You know, why would you do
Last.
a countdown when you know I'm just going to have to cut it out?
Countdown to cutting it out, obviously.
Well, I can't now. Now we have this bit here.
Oh god. Darn it. No, I ruined things by being funny.
You're not allowed to be funny. This is an anti-funny zone.
Okay, I understand why you invited me here then.
Funny is unpatriotic.
It's undemocratic. Comedy is inherently undemocratic. You should be laughing at each other, not at one man. Anyhow. Last time on Glass Eye, our cast finally found their answers for the reason of their mysterious and recent assignment. Deep within the ocean moon of Jupiter, deep within Jupiter's ocean moon Europa, there lies a power source creating enough energy to heat up the icy surface and create artificial lakes. Oh shit, my mic cut out. This is going swimmingly. Last time on Glass Eye.
Yes, we heard that bit. We're talking about the surface of Europa.
Yeah, there's a power source deep beneath the surface of Europa that's powerful enough to create deep beneath the surface of Europa, powerful enough to create artificial lakes on the icy exterior. It is now up to the quickly made Selkie squad to find out exactly what exactly is causing these mysterious formations and the exact use of a power source strong enough to at one point heat up to at one point match the Earth itself. We left our cast off at a rather striking event. The alarms throughout the corridors of the ship ring, and you hear over the intercom itself a fuzzy but somewhat familiar voice of no other than Captain Armstrong. This is your captain speaking, Armstrong. We have reports just off the port, about 6 widgets, 5K clicks away about 5k clicks away from port. They're coming in hot and fast. We're going to need all gunners to position all pilots ready to fly. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. This is a real emergency. Over and out. The voice echoes again, almost not pre-recorded, but sort of once and twice over, making sure the message is heard loud and clear. First Lieutenant Azarel, you will be with you would be in the same hallway as as Warrant Officer Aileen.
Lois just kind of like cracks his fingers, shakes his hands out a bit. He's like, finally, we're gonna see some real action. Just kind of like kicks off from the wall in the direction of the hangar.
You sort of have
You
to
coming?
move throughout. Oh, my apologies.
Oh, I just said, are you coming?
Repeat that.
I just said, are you coming?
Keela kind of nods her head. Yes, I'm coming.
You have to move throughout the sort of now suddenly crowded corridors of the ship as you see servicemen and engineers and the like all rushing towards the hangar themselves. I imagine you're both in your normal suits at this time.
Yep. He's like, zipping it up, got the helmet under his arm.
Sergeant, where was... Oh, my apologies, Paradox.
It's not your. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Sergeant, where did we leave you last?
I don't remember.
I do remember your role to improve. So at that time you'd be in your bunk still studying, you'd hear over the intercom and get a knock on your door. You'd see the captain, Captain Logue specifically, standing at attention.
Also, I have a question from earlier. Why is a captain in
Yes.
charge of the ship?
This actually may be a hold off from
'Cause
Old Guard, in which...
you're supposed to call them.
Oh, yes.
The person in charge of a ship is called a skipper or a commander, depending on which side of the line you're on. So you don't get it confused with the rank captain.
My apologies. In Old Guard, our previous campaign, we used a varying degree of, I want to say, 3 ranking systems between Karaba, Xeon, and the Federation. And so going back to a standardized one has been a bit confusing for me. You would be correct, Galmine. It would be Commander Armstrong. And at your door is Captain Logue.
Captain?
Sergeant, you remember what we practiced on The Sims?
I'm not going out. Sir, it'd be foolish for me to go out there.
Yeah, that's the issue. Markovic and the commander. We've been ordered, given the recent interference. We're going out early. We think we
Huh?
can either make headway with a nearby asteroid stop, if we're lucky, and then make way into our proper mission from there. These revolutionaries have really put a fucking wrench in the plan. Sergeant, I know it's not ideal, but we're going to need you out there with us.
Not ideal. It's outright useless. The shuttle is unarmed.
It's unarmed, but it's also packed with everything we need to get out of here. The ship's going to be leaving without us. We need to go.
I stand up.
It's not my decision either, if that's what you're wondering.
What? They're just a bunch of light walker frames.
It's 6 off port for now. We don't know where they came from or how many more or how many more are approaching. Spooked. Listen, if you're worried about what's going to be happening out there, you're going to be watching our back once we actually land. I'll be watching your back in the sky.
I mutter to
gave me-
myself.
What do you mutter?
Nothing you can hear.
I see. Do your job, Sergeant. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. Let's get going. Listen, the feds will be held up. The Fed will be held up with my adjutant. Speaking of which, you actually got a Fed of your own to hold up. Not a Fed, actually military service.
Wait, what? This is not uh Garnier talking. This is Gomine talking. What did you just say?
He said that that Beam is going to be transported with the adjutant and the artwork. And that you are going to be carrying someone of your own.
Okay. Why wasn't I informed of this earlier?
I don't know, we were just attacked right now, weren't we?
You had a briefing earlier, sir.
Yes, we both had a briefing earlier, but we weren't the only ones going on this mission. We were just the muscle, let's say.
We had a briefing earlier, sir. That's pertinent information I should have been informed about.
About everyone who is going. You should have been informed about everyone who's going on board. The name's going to be. You're going with the Lieutenant Hugh. She's she's SADI. Military branch. Intelligence branch of the military. Sergeant.
What? Gomine has been distracted?
Yeah, listen,
Tired. Just
You're
to let you
going-
know, I've been just waiting for you to prompt us to go to the hangar.
okay. He sort of just cuts the conversation short. And as everyone reaches the hangar, you get into the bustling noise of what is multiple. The hangar, aside from your own from your own frames, is filled with about 4 Bradbury 2s, one of the most common frames currently standard in the Federation. You see pilots themselves gathering in them, as I imagine you all sorting up. There's no official crane on board the ship proper. Uh, Aileen, North.
Yes.
You'd be the first to make it to the hangar. Again, with the hustle and bustle about. And you'd probably be the first to sortie the hangar by the time you entered, being a bit less busy, but you would see many of the pilots for the Bradbury 2s going for their own. A model technically a bit newer. Not newer, but definitely a, how would you say, a side grade to what you yourself are piloting. A different machine for a different purpose, but the Bradbury 2 itself is, again, one of the most common frames in the Federation. It's something you yourself have probably piloted before the Brady hunt.
North doesn't really pay much mind to what everybody else is doing. His focus is sort of like fixed on his machine specifically. Everything else kind of fades into the background for him. If anyone were to sort of like approach him or try to talk to him, he just kind of like nods them off, brushes them off. He's gone through his own checks with his machine. He knows his frame is ready to fly. And he just climbs into the cockpit unless anybody's going to stop him.
Your engineers seem a bit annoyed at you, but they evidently move. You see the wires, the wires and tubes sort of being prepped, the fueling, the fueling tube being unhatched, and you hear, in gravity, that would be about the time it would sort of take effect, but you begin to free fly off of the hangar and into the unknown of space. You will be the first in turn order. We will be doing the baton pass.
Okay.
Paradox, are you with us?
Yes.
Paradox, you would be the second to sortie.
Okay.
You see alongside the Bradbury 2s, the Norse Brady Hunt leave the hangar first to sortie. There's no catapult on the ship, like I said, and so you're sort of free flying out. Would you join in?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd be the second to leave. And Sergeant,
Yeah.
Grenier, you're hurried into the shuttle, as you see your crewmates and the frames above you leave, and then you see a woman of similar stature to Beam into the shuttle with you, sort of hanging on to between the clutter of documents and supplies in the transport. Just buckles herself in. She doesn't really pay you any mind.
I don't pay her any mind.
You get one last tap from the glass and over comms from the captain. Just stick by, follow the planned route. The Hansian shouldn't be too bad. Well, we should be able to make it through past the widgets just fine. Copy?
I give him a thumbs up.
He gives you one back and floats over to his machine. Okay. First in turn order, North. The ship itself is sort of free floating in the background, sort of far from the orbit, or at least on the edge of Saturn's orbit. The space itself is sort of overwhelming comparatively. It's the black void through both a mix of the stars peering through, and of course, how would you say, not like night sky pollution in how we see it from Earth, which dims the night sky, but something akin due to the wide scale helium-3 extraction from the planet itself. In the ship, you'd see about 5 widgets, these small but tanky frames, colloquially called the pot belly, due to the sort of silhouette of the frame, sort of beginning to come in from the port side, just like the commander said. What do you do? You're the first out here. You're the first to have a proper eye on them,
All
and
right.
they don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Cool. I love it when that happens. That's actually my favorite.
I would
Do any of
to mention
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
because of
Yes, go mine.
a rule change. Pertaining to you, Vinny.
Oh,
Instead of +4 to make an attack aimed by using reactions, your attack always counts as aimed if you don't move and shoot. So if you if you stay still and fire, you get that +2.
no. Oh, that's cool because that's what I do often. Good to know. Are they at long range from me?
They would be. I'd say they would be at long range. Yes.
Neat.
Little
Okay.
specks, stars in the sky.
Can I identify them, like looking through, like lining up my big ass rifle?
Ooh, this is going to be. I'm going to say a poise awareness. And ooh, what would this be for your? I'm going to just say a standard poise awareness.
Okay. Can I tell you what I'm trying to do and then roll?
Oh, my apologies.
No, you're fine. I was just trying to see if I could find, like I specifically identify if one was either like heavily armed or had like a commander's marking or pin or something. Like if I get one free shot of them not seeing me, I want to take out like, trying to figure out what would be the best target for me to take out is essentially what I'm trying to do.
Of course, that would be a poise awareness systems then.
Okay.
To identify, not to shoot.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Now, from the
so
sheet, I have made this somewhat obvious.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm stupid. It's fine.
No. This is not information you'd have in character.
Vinny
You're not stupid.
might know this, but Lieutenant North doesn't.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. All right. That was a threshold of 13, and I got an 8. So that is 6 successes.
6 successes. Okay, you are easily with the sort of zoom of your own machine and the identification. You're able to see that like sort of not leading, but the second leading machine has a large communications antenna sticking out from its head.
Okay.
You'd
Then, oh,
oh yeah, you'd assume that that given the design of Lightwalker frames and how the revolutionaries used them, this is most likely, if not the leader, the most important member of the
yeah.
team.
So I'm gonna go for him immediately. I guess I'll go with my full shot beam rifle. I will level my scope on him. I don't have to describe aiming because I guess that's just given to me now if I'm standing still. And I will take a shot off on that guy.
Okay. Yeah, that would be Your standard shot keen or shot tact here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's between a 15 or a 16, so. I'm good at shoot. That's what I made this character to do. Dice don't want me to be good at shoot today. That's not super bad. All right. 6 successes.
6 successes. Okay. I'm going to use a narrative point here, giving you 7 out of giving you 7 out of a possible 8. I'm picking the wrong. It does not matter. Uh, and to bump this roll up to a +1, you take a shot over what we'll call antenna. The the antenna widget sort of sees the flick of your beam and it immediately pulls down to dodge. And what you see next is the cutting of its communications device from its body, which I'm going to say is going to be a chip off of its armor.
Okay.
And because this is a baton pass, you can either use your reaction, or you can, I believe, pass to an ally or an enemy.
I will pass to. I'll pass to an ally. I fucked up their communication, so I'll save my reaction for if they shoot back at me. I'll pass to Aileen.
Okay, Eileen. As the next to sortie, you come in, seeing the chaos. Uh, the the widgets now coming more closer into medium distance. The 5 clicks turning into 2. Paradox, are you with us?
Yes.
My apologies. Aileen, as you come out with with Rose, you now see the 5 the 5 widgets in front of you continue forth, and then you hear from your communications, "This is Commander Armstrong. Starboard side, 6 more widgets. It's a fucking revolutionary ambush." And the Bradbury 2s begin to disperse.
All right. Eileen is going to focus on 2 widgets at a time, trying to basically, she's going to try to interdict them by getting in the way and firing on the Sullivan widget number 3 with the hyper bazooka as soon as she gets in range.
As they move forward, this would be in medium range. This would be your standard ordnance shot.
Mhm.
Which is number 3, you say? This would be closer to the outer group, I'd say.
Okay.
So you're taking out the flanks.
Yes.
Alright, make the roll.
Eight, I'm gonna 8. Two out of a 15. All right, result is 8 successes.
8 successes. Okay, well that is a 15 on my roll.
Oof.
Also, that
Uh,
is a potential 2 ones.
That's going to be an 8B. Okay, the 5. What happens to the Sullivan is it sort of, as you fire the shot, it immediately slams on the brakes, trying to like reverse its inertia, but it's too late. The bazooka shot hits right in the middle of the shield, crashing the shield into itself and leaving behind a husk that's flying through the air. It is now at 1 frame.
Wait, so it's not a husk.
It is almost one. It's in the huskification process. If that's anything to say. And this is going to go to a enemy of your choice.
I'll give it to 4.
You give it to 4.
Also, wouldn't widget 3 being reduced to 1 frame and a single attack trigger a mission kill roll?
Ah, you are correct. Thank you. Oh, shit, I almost dropped another dice. I'm going to... I won't use the narrative point here. The frame itself, actually, thank you for the reminder, Gomeen. The frame itself, as it sort of collapses in on itself, breaks apart. And it literally like a used up toy. The art, like, just breaks apart. Piece by piece.
Like a Lego
And that's
character.
going to be like a fucking Lego character, and that's going to be Widget 3 out of the battle.
Rip.
It's almost like white walker frames kind of suck.
Widget 4, seeing the death of its comrade, just carries on, pushes on. And you see it start moving back into short range. Not short range, but still closer and closer in medium. It takes a pot shot in a bit of revenge to you, Aileen. You can just imagine hearing over some imaginary communications device some cry of revenge or somebody methodically calling you a bastard, but you can't actually hear that. It's
Eileen is hallucinating Tomino Cuttawise. Who's Tomino? I don't know.
No, he didn't have Tomino as a director. Actually, Paradox, you know what you could do right now?
What?
You can use your reaction to attack. You're nimble 4.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You're at a -4 to hit at basically all times.
Oof.
-4, which is going to be a 4. I'm going to use my last narrative point here. Eileen, this is going to be because this little widget man rolled a 4 to hit you. This is going to be a 5.
A what?
That's going to be a 5 to hit.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
What I'm getting at is that Widget 4 rolled a beam shot right at you, Eileen, and rolled a 5 to hit.
5 to hit. What does the 5 to hit mean, though? 5 successes?
It means
Just
5 successes. Yes.
Threshold 5?
5 successes. My apologies.
I am going to dodge that.
Wait, actually,
Mhm.
Eileen,
Yes.
you can tank it quite easily, actually,
Yeah, I guess I'll tank it.
because you have a beam shield 6 health, so it eats 9 damage, and it can only do maximum 8. So like, even it breaks your shield, it would do nothing to the rest of the walker frame because you have coating too. So you could. There's no way this thing could actually hurt you on this attack. Just shoot it.
Yeah, I'll just shoot it then.
Okay, that's gonna be a roll to shoot.
All right.
And a -2 because of the target's nimble.
Actually, I'll be 1 success. Heard me, Tire?
Say that again.
1 success.
Well, my apologies. 1 success.
Yes.
That's going to be another shot. The beam, the beam sort of glances into your shield. It actually, you see your beam shield sort of like discharge itself, but you're able to make the next shot, and a similar series of events go straight into Widget 4 as you see it actually survive the blast, just barely, now resembling more like a comet of sort of scrap metal bustling towards you. And it's going to move. It's going to give its turn to Antenna. You see the once sort of leader or co-leader to the pack, you're not sure yet, come bustling towards you with the rest. It makes another glancing shot. Now it sort of leads Widget 1 and 2 with it, sort of into a little trio, and itself makes a glancing shot over to you, North.
I'm gonna dodge that. Can I shoot back at it actually?
You can. How
Um,
is it not making sense to you, Gomine?
Well, the beam shield eats 7 damage, and it has 5 health for the walker frame itself, and the super bazooka can only do 8. So I'm not sure where you're getting all this damage from. And you know, it's since it's a beam shield and the generator is not destroyed, it would only do 1 damage to armor. Then you'd still have to be stuck with the shield being just fine, because the generator wasn't targeted.
I actually have these cracked. These could.
Well, you're still over the cell of and its armor, so it's still stuck at 0 for my screen.
In that case, you are correct. The widget 3 will still be destroyed, but widget 4 will actually be able to tank that shot. But it is moving on its own. It'll sort of lone wolf away from the trio, giving that back action to antenna 2 to antenna, not antenna 2. There's actually 2 aces. You're fighting it? No. And in that case, antenna is going to go for a glancing shot over to you north.
All right.
Moving with the trio in this very tightly packed formation.
I am still gonna try to shoot back. Can I dodge and shoot back, or is it just shooting back? I'm not sure how that works.
Well, you could do a snapshot,
Okay.
because you know when you do a snapshot, you get a free dodge at a -1. So
All right, I'll do that then. My snapshot's 14. I can make that. Would this count for a shot at long range for my +1 from Sniper's Eye?
They would have moved into medium range by this point.
Okay.
So I'd say no. Yeah.
All right. I'm still gonna shoot at it with my beam rifle though. So to
Where
do
are
that,
you?
oh,
Do you want to be aiming for the shield reactor here, or any specific part?
no, it's it wouldn't. You don't need to.
it's a snapshot.
Oh yes, thank you. My apologies.
Well, there's also
All
the fact
good.
that the Brady Hunt as a hunter frame only has massive weapons.
Yeah,
It's gonna kick the crap out of that puny beam shield regardless.
I blow the
Comically
fuck out of
oversized.
everything all the time. This is my fuck you gun.
Yeah, because remember,
Um,
massive weapons, they don't own have 3 damage subtracted when they destroy the shield, which is how beam shields can eat 7 damage every time, even if they're only 4 health. But because it's a massive weapon, once you subtract the 4 from the shield, the rest of the damage just goes to the walker frame.
all right. I'm gonna roll my snapshot.
Yeah, like if Vinny gets 2 successes on this, he kills the Sullivan, just like outright.
Oh, well, that's much more than 2 successes. All right, my threshold's 14. I got an 8. Oh no, stop, Google Sheets. 7 successes.
And with the final reaction, that is going to be 4 successes. A failure. Meaning that I will ask actually, do y'all prefer the kills to be described by yourselves or by me?
Ow, 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 ow.
I mean,
We'll
I
describe.
generally, I can narrate things, I guess, unless you have something particularly cool in mind. I don't have a preference.
You can if you want.
Okay. Um, so he takes a couple shots off at me, and North just kind of like easily sort of swings the walker frame his frame to the side, and in the same motion levels the beam rifle again for another shot, um, and just sort of without a it doesn't even take him that long to aim, just like a quick, jerk of the controls, fires off another shot. And when it makes contact, he just makes like sort of like an explosion sound effect in his cockpit and like sits back, laughs a little bit to himself, and then goes to try to find another target. Too fucking easy.
Okay, this is going to go to you, Garnier.
I go into wait to act.
You go into wait to act. Okay. I forgot. Does that mean that you pass it to somebody? Are you still decide to pass it, or is that on me?
No, I get to pass it to someone. I want to give it to Captain Logue.
You want to give it to Captain Luke?
I'm made
Okay.
of paper mache, I'm slow, and I don't have any weapons. There's nothing I can do
Aren't
except
you in a shuttle?
yeah. There's nothing I could do here. Why do you think I was so confused when they say I need to go out? What do you mean I need to go out?
So we have something to babysit, obviously.
As Captain Luke gets out, you hear over the intercoms, "See more coming from the rear." And Captain Logue sort of says over the team's comms, "They're moving in fast on the ship. We need to go now." And as he does, he goes to support both North and Eileen. This sort of older machine. This sort of older machine, taking its time, and actually, he will also. He won't go into wait to act, but he will sort of go into how would you say? I forgot the term for this. This is essentially the same as wait to act. Just holding. He's going to hold his action for widget 1 to do anything, essentially.
No, that's just wait to act.
That is just wait to act. Okay, he will also go into wait to act. Moving it into. I'm going to say, moving play.
Moving into Bleh?
Moving into
Thank
Blair.
you.
Rolling for Bleh.
The A3 is a. Listen.
I rolled 8 for
Listen.
Bleh.
You rolled. How'd you get an 8? I got a 6.
It was a 3d6, check.
Oh, I rolled 1d6.
That's because your Bleh skill isn't high enough.
Oh, unfortunate.
You didn't improve enough
The
to
Bathurst
roll
isn't.
to improve.
The Bathurst is an old girl, okay? She listen.
You know, older than my parents, so.
Hmm.
You have young ass parents going. Anyways, widget
Go,
2.
wait, what? It's a 50-year-old machine. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's not as old as my parents.
Frep gets it. Frep. So it's an F-15. Widget 1 widget 1 makes its way in, going above, taking a shot actually at you, actually taking a shot. Ooh, this is going. Let me. Perfect. Okay, taking a shot at you, North.
Oh, more things shooting at me? Upsetting. Can I do another snapshot or would that be at a penalty?
You don't.
Wait, did you ever use your snapshots pre-dodge?
No.
You can just use that.
Okay. So wait, what am I using then?
Should be a move at a -1.
Move in a -1. Okay. So that is a 12.
How many successes?
Pending. I don't know where the fuck my other dice went. Oh, there it is.
I can see my other dice. It's on the floor, sitting sadly alone.
Well, that's great for your dice. Okay.
It's a lonely existence.
7 successes.
7 successes. Ooh, okay. That's going to beat. You. I imagine as the beam comes forwards, you make a quick dodge. Actually, this one goes right past the ship, carrying out the probably a little gerbil or two.
What's our AA doing?
Your A is currently dealing with the other 6. The other 6 widgets on the other side of the ship. At this point, the widget 1 is. Let's make sure I have that. Widget 1 is sort of going to retire before Logue comes out of wait to act. Takes a shot. Okay, remind me to save these dice for something. Is just going to be able to cut through its shield to deal. It's going to be 7. Oh shit! Okay, this is actually going to be able to get rid of the armor on widget 1 and then regenerate back the shield.
Well, so like, I don't know if you've seen how late UC does beam shields, but it's not so much they don't dissipate like Star Wars reflectors or anything like that. You essentially overpower the field, making the shape of the beam shield. You punch through it, and because your beam's no longer firing, because you just shot it, it like basically like goes back to normal. It restabilizes. Only time it would blink out of existence is if the generator itself was damaged.
That makes sense. Then I think I did get that correctly though, because that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, the widget 1 sort of spirals itself, going to leave the battlefield, though not KAA, and moving that. It's actually going to send the. Let's make sure that's out. Send it back to blue. Is the aardvark right next to you, Gomain, begins to take off. You hear over the intercoms. We're getting overwhelmed on starboard side.
How?
Immediate. We're getting overwhelmed on starboard side. We need. preparing evacuation. We're getting overwhelmed on starboard side. Preparing evacuation measures. And you actually begin to see the sort of hectic combat from the other side of the ship begin to sort of unravel. Various pieces of miscellaneous shrapnel and beam shots, just barely missing the hull of the ship. Sorry, Gumming, that was really funny. And that's going. And the Aardvark is itself going to sort of move in with the main group, sort of just under, trying to use, for lack of a better term, the mobile the walker frames as body shields. It's going to give its turn. Gomine, are you
Yeah.
still in weight tact?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, it will give its turn to the only person it can, which is going to be Widget 2. Which, seeing the sort of destruction that has been going on here, takes Sullivan 1 and tries to flee away from this side of the battlefield and onto the other. And that's going to be the turn order, unless Gomine, if there's anything you'd want to do.
Do what?
Leave the hangar?
I've already left the hangar.
Okay. You hear over comms as the Sullivans
I've been
themselves.
gone.
Okay. As the Sullivans themselves begin to dissipate, Sullivan 4 and Widget 2 and Widget 4 and Widget 2 taking the first one, you can all either decide to disengage in combat or continue the fight. You hear over the intercoms the captain. You hear over the communications. We might be able to slip past through, get off the battle, and carry on through to the asteroid. The stop there should be our first spot. How are you holding up there? Oh,
North's just like, I'm doing fine. Just give me an order and I'll follow it.
I'm ready for everything.
we're gonna have to leave the ship up to itself. We have a mission to do here. How are you holding? How's the transport holding up, Sergeant?
Hasn't been hit, sir.
Okay. Cargo on board, good.
I look behind me to the silent lieutenant.
The the woman before you seems to be in a meditative trance, not really acknowledging what's going on before her. It's almost uncanny.
I shrug my shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, junior
And
officers are a special kind of stupid and insane, so I think these things to myself internally.
of course, we were able to just. You should have been able to just hold them off long enough. It'll be a long journey, so you better pack up. Hopefully, you won't use all the fuel we have left in these things. Actually, hell might not be a bad idea to ditch them, but no, that's crazy. You all sort of make your way into the silent, dissipating void of space. The captain himself leading the way alongside the two transport vehicles, the aardvark and the transport proper, I should say. As you make your way into the deep unknown, supposedly to a asteroid rest stop, where you should be able to resupply and regather your sort of resupply and regather and continue forward to your mission proper. Soon the battle left behind you, and the fate of the ship and of your superior officers left unknown, as you see what appears to be dozens of revolutionary LWFs swarm it like a horde of bees,
How many?
wasps stinging. Dozens. Prodding and stinging at the ship itself. Only ignoring you due to your valiant defense and their need of bigger fish to fry. And that should conclude session 2.